All right, welcome aboard, guys. Okay, press on the brake to wake him up, I guess. So I did take time to move the block back, almost an inch. Okay, there goes that. All right, so the main goal of today is to go to 24 hour. It's been a while since I've been there. But there's a guy, a channel called Arkansas E-Traveler, and he's reporting on various things. Well, it seems like his focus has become Walmart DC fast chargers, or at least one of his focuses. So he's called out a Walmart over in Pflugerville as being a target.
500 feet, turn right onto American Drive.
Of course, he still says that they're going to come to Cedar Park, and I haven't seen that either.
Now turn right onto American Drive.
But he's the one following it, so okay, I'll just accept what he's saying. Well, maybe that's not fair. I'm not accepting what he's saying. I'm going to actually go take a look. Of course, if it's just plans, you don't know yet. Okay. Since it's not really all that far,
in 500 feet, turn right
let's go take a look. And then we'll head on back over to 24 hour.
Now turn right onto Boggy Ford Road.
It's only 36 miles from here. And like I was saying yesterday, from my perspective, the sooner we get to the point where people realize or find DC fast charges available, the sooner we can get past all this. Right? I mean, whatever. It's not going to be American policy that makes you decide to do it. It's not going to be state policy that makes you decide to do it. It's when you realize how easy it is to get it done. Of course, for some of you, this is not easy. Right? I mean, so the parallel I always wonder about is, okay, you have a cell phone. Chances are you have a cell phone. If you listen to me, United States of America, even homeless people have cell phones. Okay, you have a cell phone. In my case, my phone lasts, let's call it a day and a half, until the battery runs pretty close to zero. Okay, so how do you handle keeping your phone charged up? I'll let you all think about it for a moment, because you go like, wait, what? It's a trick question. Okay, there are some requirements, right? You have to have a power block, and you have to have a cable that connects to your phone. Right, it's kind of required. I have one sitting on my kitchen counter. Okay. I want you to make a bet this Cadillac's coming around. Oh, the Cadillac didn't come around. I'm surprised. Huh. Okay. So here it goes. I have a power block and a USB-C cable sitting on my counter. Every evening, or almost every evening, I check to see what my power level is, or what battery level it's at. If it's below 50%, chances are I'll plug it in. If it's over 50%, I might just let it rest until the next day. It's that easy. At a time that's convenient for me, I plug it in. Okay. Same kind of thing, or similar thing, I should say it that way. It's a similar thing for this car. Now you might say, oh, you got a wall charger. Yes, I do have a wall charger, you're right. When I pull into the garage, I plug it in. Now, if I only went a mile or two, I may not. Okay? What's the point? But after every significant drive, I plug it in. It's ready to go in the morning or afternoon. No big deal. I usually drive less than 100 miles a day. Yes, my wherever I'm going, it's less than 100 miles. It's that easy. And usually you'll charge up in 2 to 3 hours. I don't know. What's the hard part? Well, you had to pay for that. Yes, I had to pay for the wall charger. You're right.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Logan's Ford Road.
On the other hand, when I'm going back by a gas station, I don't have to be looked down on my gauge and say, should I buy gas now? Or wonder or guess whether the gas price is going up or down. Right?
Now turn left onto Logan's Ford Road.
I don't remember gas prices being so fluent. Not the right word. So up and down. That's why I usually include a call out to QT when I drive by them. You know, it makes me wonder why the price down. Well, I heard somebody said somewhere that Saudi Arabia's, for a while there, they stopped shipping, right? Stopped shipping because the price was too low. But so much has changed since the 1970s. I'm sure it's not fair to go all the way back to there, but that's when the gas price war started. Where Saudi Arabia said, either you pay us or you don't get oil. Oops. But there's so many other groups who have oil, they're willing to sell it at a cheaper price. Whatever. That's not the question to you. The question to you is, if you can plug in your cell phone, why can't you plug in your car? Now, there's a group of you, and Jill's one of these people to some extent, a little bit. They have a garage on their land, but their land is split with somebody else that has half the house. So they only have half the garage. So it's not really convenient for me, but I own the whole house on my land. So I have a garage. That makes it easier, okay? If you're somebody who's living in an apartment, or maybe you're leasing a house, you may not have so much leeway. Okay, I get it. On the other hand, my friend drives a lot less miles per day. She charges her car off of a 120 volt connector. Right? So you think about how many miles you actually drive. But the other part, of course, is I live in Central Texas. There's a bunch of Tesla superchargers in the Central Texas area. And if you go north on I-35 to Dallas, there's a bunch of superchargers along the road. Was it one every 15, 20 miles? I mean, there may be some longer stretches, but that's not an issue there. If I'm traveling west, I'm going through what you might think of as back highways out to junctions on I-10. They have a supercharger there in Junction at the intersection of I-10. So I can make it there easy enough. But if I'm not quite sure if things are getting a little tight, there's a supercharger in Atlanta, which is kind of in between. There's a supercharger in Johnson City, which is kind of in between. So if I'm traveling, yes, I depend upon Tesla superchargers. But, you know, some of you have a thing about Tesla, and that's fine. There are other choices. Absolutely. And those other choices usually involve, well, not necessarily, right? A lot of car companies who make EVs, they have an arrangement with Tesla. So you can use Tesla superchargers. Okay? But for those of you who don't want to go that way, you do have a choice, and it's called CCS or CCS1. And like this Walmart I'm going to go to, they probably have they'll have a mixed setup when they have it. And it'll be some plugs will be CCS1 and some will be SA 3400. Or in other words, Tesla plug. It also involves the protocols behind it, but whatever. You have choices. And most of y'all wouldn't drive more than 100 miles, right? That's the other part of it. Most people, if you're going somewhere like my daughter and her family, they fly. Of course, it's like a 2-day drive, depending on how you approach it. Two long days. Although I usually count on it being about 3, but that's because I stop at places. And I usually take the longer route anyway. I mean, if you go through Virginia, it's probably going to be faster going up I-81. But I don't really like going through Virginia. I like going more through Kentucky, Ohio, all that. It all depends, right? Just like the US 11 drive that I'm thinking about. That's a 3-day drive, I think. I haven't finished laying it out, but I mean, Maine's going to be a long section. You know what's funny about northern Maine is you look at it with Tesla Find Us, you see all these superchargers. All the superchargers are in the Canadian side. That seems kind of weird to me. Well, he's braking a little bit, and I'm not quite sure why. I think it would have braked more, but that Equinox going by kept going. I've been talking a long time, haven't I? Have I had to do anything? No. Okay, anyway. If you're one of those people that falls in that category of, well, I don't know how to do it, try to check in what it would actually take. Okay? If you think Tesla might be an option for you, go to tesla.com/find us. Okay? Put in whatever city is you're based out of and see what facilities Tesla has near you. I'm kind of guessing you probably didn't know what was there. I'm trying to remember. There's a company, for some reason name's escaping me at the moment. Probably because I never use it. But they find all the various fast chargers in your area. Now, in a case like Cedar Park, some of them are level 2s, but whatever. And the point of using that is you find out what's in your area and you're like, oh wow, I didn't know that was there. Like there's an EV Go on 1431. It's next to a Denny's or whatever, one of those breakfast places. I didn't even know that was there. Once I looked up, oh well, yeah, obviously it's there. But from a supercharger perspective, there's 2 superchargers in Cedar Park. The one closer to downtown Cedar Park, if you want to call it that, that's a really popular spot. Now I have another one at HEB way out east. That's not quite so popular, but it's there. So when you're looking at the prices of energy, I mean, take a look at it. I'm saving 10, 15 cents per kilowatt hour. And when you think about the fact that my home rate is 11 cents, wow. I don't know how you guys use that. I mean, you probably didn't know until you went to go use it, and they're like, oh, wait. So make sure you know the prices before you commit, right? But anyway, peace and harmony. It's a long rant. Wow, Ray. I don't remember how much Walmart was charging. They were charging enough as I wouldn't normally come here. So I'll be out there at 12. Wow. Fuel up, save up. Yeah. So the outside temperature is 71. Okay. It's braking, but it's a red light ahead in front of us. Is it on the other side? No. Okay, well, I start at 188, down towards the bottom of this hill. We're up over 200 right now. .208. .211. Okay, we're almost up to the top right now. .214. Okay. Where did I go? I went to Walmart yesterday. So to Walmart in Cedar Park and back, 10% battery. At 10:30. Well, that Crown Vic back in the woods over there. I didn't notice that before. Huh. Okay. Wow, look at all the cars over here at this church. And they have 3 services. Wow. Yeah, it's a sticker on this windshield. Wow. Well, the stickers say, "Hey, you've been parked here too long. We're going to tow if you don't get it taken care of." Well, it's performance.
Now turn right.
Okay, let's turn right. Oh, yeah. That looks like a movie theater. Oh, that's right up here. I see the blue anyway.
In 500 feet, your destination will be on the right. Now your destination is on the right.
Okay. I didn't see that car backing up. Did you? I mean, I saw it when the car stopped, but. Okie dokie. All right. 37.2 miles, 58 minutes, 168.1 watt hours per mile. Seriously. 75 degrees outside. My HVAC set to 71. Whatever. FSD wise, there's a couple places where he could have been more on the spot with lane shifts, lane changes, but he didn't do anything really wrong, I don't think. And there was a spot where I was going like, I know I'm going to have to move to the middle lane. I did turn on the right turn signal, but I guess I waited just a touch too long because there was a Highlander in that middle lane and he was coming up. I don't know, maybe he decided to accelerate. And we pretty much stayed together for a while. So that kind of indicates he was traveling at speeds close to what I was doing. Okay, whatever. Other than that, I don't know of anything he did that you could question. Onward, upward charge. All right, guys, welcome back. Here, get out of my car. There you go. All right, so I walked around almost the whole store. It has a big parking lot, so I could see where they might put it over in the east end of the parking lot. There looks like there's some room over there to the southwest that potentially could go, but there's no sign of them doing anything yet. So, patience. I didn't even know this one was here, so new experience. All right, I think we're clear, so let's get going. I didn't even check to see where he's routing us to. I know that supposedly there's a permit out there in Cedar Park, although I haven't seen any signs of them doing anything there either. Okay.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Farm to Market 685.
Okay, so we're gonna do a little jig and a jog. Not exactly obvious from the navigation map, but it is what we're going to do. Oh, you wait long enough for that Mercedes to turn in front of you. Okay. Boom, boom. Where are we going?
Now turn right onto
Oh, we're going to turn right onto this road? Okay. Oh, we're going through, if we go now, we can go. If you sit around playing, you won't be able to go. All right, peace and harmony. Oh, there's an Aldi. I could have gone to Aldi. Whoops. I've been to one Aldi. It was in Arkansas? No, not Arkansas. Louisiana? I think it was in Louisiana. Out by Iowa. in Louisiana. I'm not sure if the city's known as Iowa. It's the Iowa truck stop. It's not exactly there, but it's somewhere in that general area. And what struck me, at least in that store, was how expensive it all was. Now, don't get me wrong, I mean, that's essentially what HEB did at one point. HEB used to be a higher end market. But, I mean, for somebody like me, I was having to choose between going to HEB or someplace cheaper. And I was going someplace cheaper. Oh, whoa, whoa. Here, let me take over so we can keep going on the street instead of just stopping in the middle of it. Okay, I have no idea what that was about. Maybe somebody in FSD land can explain that. We came into the intersection and all of a sudden he's kind of braking and then not braking. Really confusing. Meantime, this Honda apparently decided to go around me. Like, okay. That, I have to go back and review the tape, I guess. Speaking of. Well, I think he's still going to go up to the front. Whoa. Okay.
Now turn left.
Whoa. Yeah, totally might need to get over in your lane. Go for it, huh? Oh.
Now turn right.
Bum bum. Gonna go this way? Okay.
In 500 feet, your destination will be on the right.
Yep, he's still going to go to the front of this 24-hour, the gym.
Now your destination is on the right.
Oh, it's a Cadillac, whatever it is. Lyric. You're gonna go this way, huh? And you're going back into a spot. Wow, okay. Okay. Why do I have to do anything here? I don't know. Okay, we're at 1925, 1910. So we're 15 miles. Okay. All right. Well, wait. Let's do this. Trips. Okay, 2 miles, 7 minutes, 241.8 watt hours per mile, whatever. Total trip so far is 86.9 miles. Really? Well, we did go way out to East Pflugerville, northeast Pflugerville. 15.7 kilowatt hours so far. Our average energy so far is 180.1 watt hours per mile. FSD wise, I mean, he's still he's going. Wait, that's not fair. coming down Amherst or whatever that street is, there was a school zone sign that said 20 miles per hour. And for some reason, FSD or Tesla chose to show 20 miles per hour, although the school zone should not have been active. And I didn't notice to see whether or not there was a flashing light on it, or a light that would flash, I guess I should say. But whatever, peace and harmony. Other than that, he's fine. Okay, let's go work out. All right, I'm gonna get my seatbelt on. Navigate home. I guess I didn't do that yet. Okay. Start self-driving. Okay. It turns out the camera was out in the sun, so whoops. What? All right, down you go. So we're just going straight home. And away we go. Oh. All right, so first workout of the year. Yes, I was a little stiff coming in. Glad to have done some workout. Outside temperature is 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Why didn't you just go through the U-turn? Because that would be easier. Yeah. Oh, wait, what? He's not even going to turn here. Why would you do that? Oh, he's turning here. What? Okay, what are you doing now? Oh. Here, let me take over for you instead of waiting for you to mess up some more. Dummy. I was wondering what he's doing, and just about the time I'm taking over, he is starting to turn left instead of going this way. Just dumb. And I heard a car that was sort of behind me honking. Sorry. FSD just didn't know what to do in this case. Or he had to think about it some, I don't know which. So that brings you down to a C right there. Too stupid to turn left. Then again, navigation was too stupid to turn left there too. What is going on? Just because we went by the U-turn, you changed it to go all the way down to 360? Doesn't make sense. Yeah, I don't know. Last time we came through there, he also messed up. You're like, why? Why'd you make it look like it was hard to do? And that's why I usually say is, it only takes one thing like that for somebody who's trying FSD to go like, oh, never again. Although that's not a good reason to say never again.
Now turn left onto West Breakaway.
Oh, that lane's not a turn lane. Oh, what do I do? It's a flashing yellow. Yeah, try going on it. There's no traffic coming from the other side. Try going on it. And he's acting today like if he's kind of like not quite all together. I mean, sometimes he does great. Sometimes it's like, what are you doing? Texas Orthopedics are over here now. Pony E? Maybe I didn't see it clearly.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Research Boulevard.
Are you sure about this?
Now turn right onto
I thought I was sure of it, he just didn't know how to get over. Okay. Maybe the car behind me thought I was going to turn into Chick-fil-A. Okay, I think we can go.
In 500 feet, take the
Come on.
US 183.
Oh, was the solid white line?
Now take the US 183 north ramp on the left.
Okay, what's it going to, it says it should take about 47 minutes to get home. Ugh. 27 miles on top of 88. It's 108, 110, 115. Look at this Hyundai, man. She's so desperate to cut me off. Just accelerate and go. It's that easy.
Take the
Whoa.
exit on the right toward Anderson.
Whoa. Look out for this Mazda. Yeah, there you go. Wow, you're up to 333 watt hours per mile. I think if you're going to make this exit, you need to slow down a little bit. You know, road racing this Nissan, okay, I'm not sure it's going to work out for you. Yeah, see, the problem is, now you can't get in that lane because the car's coming through, and here comes another car that's going to block you out. Whoops. Yeah, you messed up. Too busy road racing a Nissan. And of course, this other person, I don't know. They were going to go around to my inside, my left side. But as soon as they saw us brake, they're like, "Oh, that's right, I'm getting down out here." What? Come on, man. Lake Creek. Oh, 620, okay. Not 620, Pecan Park.
In 1 mile, take the exit on the right toward Ranch to Market Road 620, Lake Creek Parkway.
Okay, let's do that. Do you think maybe you can be in the right lane this time? Oh, it's probably a good thing we end up not going there. Look at all these cars stacked up here. What's going on? Hey, what's going on? You probably need to get over behind this Tesla. Now we're on the brake hard. What are you doing? Come on. Stop being dumb. Okay, we're going down 620. So I guess we're going down 620 to go to Anderson Mill. Okay. Oh, maybe not. I'm not sure why you're going this way. Oh, you're going up to 620, okay. And that inside lane's going to turn left. Oh, okay. You know what you're doing? You can't get to 620 from this lane. Once again, he's too busy being aggressive. Oh, it looks like this pickup just figured out its left turn. Why are we not going? Because these people forgot to go. Just stupid. Whoa. That Ford couldn't help it. He had to go. He had to run the red light. Yes, we're in the left turn only lane, so we need to turn left. Is there a way you can compute that fact? Or do you really have to go straight through that barricade up ahead? You're welcome. Maybe you'll figure out something here. I mean, one car figuring out he was in the intersection said, well, maybe I better turn left and figure out what to do later. The car behind like, no, I'm just going to go. Where are the police when you need them? So let's see, that's two intersections, sort of, that he's flubbed. And they're going to kill my average here. Is that the point? That's not fair, he had 99%. Well, I don't know, you guys are computing it. I mean, it's going to take us even longer to figure out how to get home. Now I get why you might want to get down 620. That makes sense. Okay, self-driving.
Now make a U-turn to stay on Lake Creek Parkway.
What are you going to do now? I don't know. He turned on his right turn, so I'm like, oh, I'm going to turn his parking lot or something. I don't know what he's going to do. Yeah, let's try not to hit the Honda either. Right? I think he finally realized he needs to get to the left, although we can go through to stop the intersection in this lane. We just have to move left eventually. Are we going to take all day? That guy over there was ready to go. Should count that as the third intersection where you're confused. Oh man, the car in the inside lane, like, at first they were kind of laying back, and then they're going, yeah, I'll go pass him. And then they forgot they're passing me. Oh. Pretty sure that I have to go right. Yes, we kind of need to get in the left lane here, if you could focus on that. In the meantime, I've already handled it, right? Just stupid. So let's count it 4, right? And we got his active school zone. Okay, he read the 20. And we're going 22. Whoops. I mean, you read it as an active school zone, right? Why are you speeding up here? And these kids are just getting out of school. That's why you have a school zone, to protect the kids. So that part probably not so great, huh? I'm not sure if it's a fail or not, because he did slow down. But he just marked it as 15. How'd he get 15? Was there a sign I missed? Okay, that's human driver accelerator. Was there a 15 in there somewhere? It went back to 20. And there was no sign saying go back to 20. If only you weren't so busy trying to road race people when you actually need to get over. How long is this going to take? You figured it out, okay. So that's when you start messing up, it shakes my confidence, so to speak. Like, okay, why should I trust you? That's true. I had several, there was a, what, 2-3 times where you're feeling the dot, 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 right? Whereas FSD is applying the brake and then releasing, applying the brake and releasing, as he's trying to figure out what it is he's doing. I hadn't noticed that before in 14.2.2.2, but it's definitely there now. Okay, we're coming up on the QT. I guess this is going to be a long video, but whatever. That's in the teens, isn't it? Yep, 219.9 for regular unleaded at QT on West New Hope. Welcome back, guys. I'm sure I'm glad we're not going on Webster. That got tiring, man.
In 500 feet, turn left onto Santa Rosa Avenue. Now turn left onto Santa Rosa Avenue.
Ah.
In 500 feet, your destination will be on the left.
Oop, there's deer out in the middle of the street.
Now your destination is on the left.
Okay, cancel the garage door. Come on, you can do it. You've already done it several times now. Foot on accelerator maybe? Did we miss it? All right. Almost like as if he felt when we touched the block. Okay. Trips. 30.6 miles, 57 minutes, 181.6 watt hours per mile. Down from what was before 333. Okay, total trip today, 117.5 miles. Used 21.3 kilowatt hours. Average energy was 180.8 watt hours per mile. That's the good news. Oh my goodness, I don't believe what kind of day we had. So at various times during the day, during the whole trip, he was going slower than the speed limit. I'm not quite sure why, but that's what he was doing. What can you do? I think the trip out to WalMart, other than the slowness, I don't think there was anything unusual that happened on that part of the trip. The trip over to 24-hour, other than it seemed a little weird sometimes, worked okay. Okay, so that brings us to 24-hour back to home. Oh my goodness. All right, so Tesla navigation has this thing about coming out of 24-hour, turning right. I mean, if you go out the front, all you can do is turn right. Okay, don't get me wrong. But I mean, you could go out the back and go right and go up Jollyville. Right, it's an option. But he likes going to the right and then going down and doing his U-turn thing. And I'm so used to him doing it, I didn't even check to make sure what he had on his navigation. What I do know is, instead of going into the U-turn lane, he chose to go straight and stopped at the light. Navigation showed we're going to go up to the 360 loop around. It's not a U-turn, you have to go through the intersections parts, which means it takes even longer. Okay, when the light turned green, FSD decided he was going to turn left, but he forgot to continue to the left to go north on US 183 for Research Boulevard. Ugh. So we end up, I thought he was, so he did, that's the first time I've experienced with this release, the ding, 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 ding. Like he's thinking, you're in the middle of a road, there are people waiting for you to move. Human driver, brake on, FC off. What are you doing? Okay, brake on, FC off, just go straight. Meantime, there's a car behind us honking. I don't know why. He got his green light. What's his problem? Maybe he's just mad because FSD sucks. At least it does today. All right, whatever. Peace and Army. So we take the long way around, come out by Chick-fil-A on Research, and finally get back on Research. Okay. Once we're up on US 183, he says he's going to turn off in Anderson Mill. Okay, cool, awesome. Except there's a car in the lane exiting on Anderson Mill, and we're kind of like road racing him. Why? Throw space, get behind him. But as it turns out, once FSD finally realized that's what he needs to do to make the exit, because we're almost to the point where the solid white lines come up. The car that was behind us all of a sudden, oh wait, that's right, I want to get out on Anderson Mill. And so they moved over and blocked us out also. All right, so we go up to the exit for 620. At first, so he says he's going to go 620 to go down to Anderson Mill. Okay, fine, that works. But FSD showed up and said, wait, I can move over the lane and go further ahead. That's a left turn only lane. No, it's not. Yeah, as it turns out, it is. Jeez Louise. Really? Okay, whatever. Break on FSD off, send a message, a nice smiling face message saying, "You guys suck!" Okay, no, it's not what it said. It said, "We're in a left turn only lane. We can only turn left here. And looking straight ahead, looks like there's barriers there." Okay, to be fair, yes, there was a Ford pickup that came up after we stopped, went through the red light. Okay, for those of you, what, people run red light? Yes, they do. Okay. The one person that wasn't, so before the light turned red, there was two people in front of us in our lane. One person was already in the intersection and said, "Oh, maybe I better just go ahead and turn left." Yeah, you're stacking up traffic for no reason. The person that's right in front of us, they decided to squeeze over and go straight. Right? Where's the cop when you need him? All right, so anyway, as it turns out, so 2 lanes turn left. We're in the outside of those 2 lanes. So we're in the wrong lane, but we got time to move over eventually. But as we go across research, he does another one of those, break on FSD off, take over and go. I'm not going to wait for you to figure it out. It's not like you haven't handled this before. It's just today you're going like, I'm stupid today. Yeah. Come on, man. Come on. Okay, whatever. As we start getting down to, I forgot the name of the road. Anyway, where they got their neighborhood swimming pool. There, you do have to get in the left lane because the right lane is the right lane only, right turn only. Well, he was taking his time. He was messing it up again. Human driver, brake on FSD off, move the car to the left. Don't wait for FSD to figure out that he's on a road today. Yes, are you wondering? I'll have to go back and see if I can get all the counts, but that means we're in a C. Right? We didn't almost get in an accident. It's just he was having a hard time figuring out, and we're in standard mode. He should be able to handle it in standard mode. Not like we're doing sloth or something like that. Nothing crazy. He's just being dumb today. Okay, whatever. So we got him over. And it seems to me there was some place along Anderson Mill. He also kind of like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. And there was a place after we get west of Jonestown where I use left turn signal because I'm just too frustrated by this point. Sorry, I'm just too frustrated. Right? For a while there, we're behind a Ford Super Duty and we're doing 45, 44 in a 55 zone. Why? Because there's a car way back there, but it's open now. You can move now. Okay. So eventually I used the left turn signal, pushed him over, and all of a sudden you're like, oh wait, I can go faster. No kidding. Whatever, peace and harmony. I don't know. It's too much for you today. It's really disappointing he's doing so poorly, but it's FSD. All right, so there's some good news. Well, some good news and some sort of good news. So there was a Pflugerville school bus out. I don't know what point FSD saw the bus. I want to say he was in the outside lane. He moved to the inside lane. About that time, the flashing yellows came on and FSD came to a stop because that means there's going to be flashing reds. The bus was already stopped. He was just slow opening the door. Okay? Yes, we stopped for it. It's a boulevard, so the traffic going the other way is separated. So they kept going. Okay, we handled that. There was some school zone. I forgot where the school zone was. But anyway, we obeyed the school zone. We obeyed that school zone. There was another place where they had school zone signs. I don't know if it had a flashing light on or not. But FSD chose to obey it. And then from that point on for a while, he'd be like, oh, I'm afraid to go fast. Yeah, you're afraid to go speed limit. Come on. Okay. There was one other, it's on Anderson Mill actually. There was one other school zone we encountered. He read the thing, but was going like 25, 26 through the school zone. Now, you could say flow of traffic, but just because somebody's speeding through a school zone doesn't mean that you should. Right? It's a school zone. And to make things worse, the children were actually coming out of school. It's in a neighborhood, I guess, where a lot of people walk, which makes sense. It's in a big neighborhood. Okay, that was a so-so result. So anyway, it's going to take me some time to figure out what to do with this whole thing, but today I'm going to mark the grade down as a C. It just wasn't all that great. Okay? Whatever, peace and harmony.